For almost 2 decades, Lacey Pruett has been helping others get their fitness on. When she's not in the gym, Lacey can be found training for the latest marathon or spreading the word about play therapy. Yeah, you heard me correctly. Our workout guru Raif Darazi brings us Lacey's story and exercises for our spine.
So you've worked in the fitness industry for 15 years. What was it about fitness that first drew you in?
I started in corporate America, so I'm a corporate communicator by trade, profession, and I was sitting a lot. And that's not my personality. It was about 10 years later I realized this wasn't serving me as far as my health. And I started getting a lot of muscle aches, so I got passionate about how I'm going to take better care of my body.
You are quite the marathon runner. As you've run close to 20 of them in your lifetime, that's crazy.
I love distance running, and I know people think I'm just crazy for doing that, but I started with a method where I actually walked. I've noticed that what started as a physical journey with running.
At what point did you develop a passion for helping others?
I think it's when I started feeling the difference in my body, and once I course corrected and gave my body the elements that it needed, the appropriate activity, the appropriate nourishment, I felt vitality.
What are some of your favorite self-care tips that other people can walk away with?
Definitely clean up your diet. America especially. We have all of the resources to make good choices. You're going to feel a difference. As far as mobility goes, my best advice is to start slow. Take the first step, and then you can see where it's going to go. Your journey is going to get really good. Third, hydrate. It is crazy to me how many people don't drink enough water.
Shifting a little bit into mental health, why is it so important to talk about that?
I got really down a couple of seasons in my life. Well, then the pandemic happened, and that just brought me to my knees. I've never been told to just stop living, and I did lose hope again. The quickest way to get out of that hopeless place is motion.
You're passionate about helping others make time for play therapy through aerial yoga. Can you tell me what play therapy is? Because that sounds fun.
It's anything that brings you joy. So yes, for me, it's athletic. Aerial yoga was a way to extend my yoga practice. So we have an aerial hammock, an aerial silk, where you can just do yoga poses in an extensive way. Find more length, find more flexibility, and also decompress your spine.
When you share your story with others, with the world, what's the one thing you hope they walk away with?
That it's possible, that they're possible, that they have value. So many people think it can't be done. Whatever it is for them, they think it can't be done, they think they can't do it, or they think they're not valuable. Nothing is further from the truth. And I do think, again, you need to stay in motion, forward thinking. When we get stagnant, either mentally or physically, I think that's where we get into trouble. I need you just to lay down on your mat and then walk your feet up to your glutes, okay? Press your hips up to the ceiling. And then I want you to walk up on your shoulder points and then clasp your hands underneath you. Okay, that should feel really good. We're gonna grab onto our hamstrings, Rafe, and meet each other in an easy seated posture. So roll up when you're ready, cross your legs. We're gonna come into some seated twists. Twisting is also very beneficial for a healthy spine. Inhale with me, reach up to the sky, reach, and then you're gonna exhale over to the right side. Once you get there, you can anchor your left hand with your right knee and maybe look back behind you. Your chin might be over your right shoulder. Uncross your feet, bring yourself to your hands and knees, and then sit your hips back over your heels. Walk your hands up in front of you and find your grounding posture. You can open up your knees wider if that feels comfortable to you. You can reach your hands up higher if your shoulders allow. Or you can flip back behind you, grab onto your heels, and place your forehead on your mat. If you struggle with headaches, you can roll your forehead out. It's important to ground yourself every day so you feel grounded to the earth, yes, but also calming.
I really need to stretch more.